entertainment purposes only. You'd be an idiot to listen to anything these degenerates say. Invest at your own risk, do research, but seriously don't listen to these ass clowns. Now enjoy Cash Daddies.
The boys are back. The boys are back in town. Guys, welcome to Cash Daddies live from the Wise Wolf Gold and Silver adjacent studios. That's right. Precious metal sent right to your house. Real quick, real easy. For as low as $50 a month. Come on now. I am so excited to be here. I am here with the legendary Howie Dewey, or as we call him, Day Labor Dewey, and Johnny Woodard. I owe you $100, Johnny.
You know how I found it?
How?
I said, ChatGPT, my friend Sam Tripoli can't find this video. Can you find it? And it said,
really? That's amazing.
And it said, yes, a woman called Rosie Tran or something like that posted a blog about it like 15 years ago and said,
yeah, it's an old video, but it's
said she was in a funny video that Sam Tripoli made about
it's called
faces.
Orgasm face of women.
And here's the funniest part about you offering me $100 to find this video. You know the YouTube channel it's on?
What one?
Your YouTube channel. It's,
really? That far back?
It's like Opiate of the Asses or one of those that you own. I can't remember.
Snaps.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah.
I'm so upset. Oh, I wonder if they gave me back my old channel. I need it.
Let me see if I can find that link again. But yeah, it's on one of your old YouTube channels.
Sam Tripoli, bang, bang, pow. Guys, Howie, how are ya?
Good, brother. Good.
I'm miserable. I'm so tired.
Why are you miserable?
Because we were podcasting until 1 a.m. and then
you just kept wanting to go, guys.
And then I had to edit the podcast for 3 hours, and then so I got about 4 hours of sleep. And
Johnny, you can go to sleep after this, and you can sleep when you're dead.
I can't.
Okay?
I have to have coffee to survive.
You can sleep when you're dead, Johnny. Listen, if you don't want to die, and you want to make big bucks, go check out the Cash Days Patreon. It's on fire. That's right. Patreon.com/CashDaddies. And you too can make big bucks as Howie drops hammers on there. Hammers. We're beating the S&P by 1 billion points.
We're crushing it.
We're crushing it. Okay? Crushing it.
Uber is on the up and up. The market's down. Uber's up. We're headed in the right direction, baby.
The market's ass up, face down, dog. That's how we like it. Presenting. Presenting. Howie, are you putting in picks right now? What are you doing?
No, I'm looking at bought some I'm looking at the market right now. Nasdaq's down 100, Dow's down 300. Making moves.
You know what else is down? My respect for Notre Dame is down. That's down.
I mean, number one, they didn't deserve to get in. They got what was coming to them for years. But you can't just blame them. There's there's big schools not going to these bowls. This bowl, the whole bowl era could be over.
Okay, here's a question I have. This is kind of business adjacent. Have you heard of, other than just deleting it altogether or expanding the playoff, which I don't think is really possible at this point, a good alternative to the bowl system? Have you ever heard one?
Now, are you talking about the playoff system or the bowl?
No, the bowl system, because you're seeing so many teams now starting to opt out. It became fashionable a few years ago for players to opt out.
You're talking so many major teams are opting, and I don't get it. They must be looking at this bowl situation like it's not worth the $250,000, the $500,000 to go play this game. Which
no, not with the players, because remember the players used to. The cool thing for them was because they were scholarship athletes and they were just getting thrown swag, I'm going to get a backpack full of like a DVD player and stuff. Yeah. And they were stoked about that. Now they're making millions of dollars. Why do they want to go play in the NASCAR bowl? Or
it's not just.
I was watching ESPN today. They brought up one good thing. One point about that is there are seniors on those teams that didn't know that was their last game.
Yeah.
That's really what it is, dude. It's
but they have to have an alternative. What's the alternative? What's the alternative to the bowl system? Have you heard one that you think the schools would make it be a compelling offer for them? Anything
you could set it up where, okay, from here on out, the third place team in the Big Ten is always going to play the third place team from the ACC. You could set it up that way years before so that they know exactly, what conference they're playing where. But the thing that blows my mind are the sponsors. You got huge companies sponsoring these bowls.
And they're going to want it, to draw that down if they can't get the best teams. So, but
they're going to have to either that or offer more money. So then, teams like, there's no way teams like Florida State, Auburn, Iowa State, Kansas State, Notre Dame, these teams should be playing in a bowl.
Could you double?
Florida State wasn't even dominant this year. I mean, what are you doing? Go play in a bowl.
Rutgers. Why is Rutgers from the Big Ten declining a bowl? Why are they declining?
They're just nuts, dude.
Because they need the time. Well, you know why? I mean, right. Let's just say why. Good, because they want to get a head start on
next
transferring. Year. Yeah, and the transfer class.
And I will say this: the calendars for the NCAA football it's a problem.
Stupid. Yeah.
It's a bad calendar.
They have this kind of dead period now where they're not really supposed to talk.
You can't do it till the championship game is over.
Well, that might be what it is, right?
They need to implement strict rules like yesterday because it's just getting worse and worse. And this year just turned into a nightmare. But it'll be, I'd love to know the money situation. Like, okay, you turned down the Weed Eater whatever bowl. How much money are you turning down? 100,000 or $1 million? I mean, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, December is a dead period for in-person recruiting. Coaches can't recruit, can't see recruits. They can call or text with specific dates like the 22nd to the 27th. But yeah, so there is a dead period right now. But they don't. I mean, nobody cares. Your agent's out there working the phone lines and stuff. If you're a big player. The players it hurts are the lesser players, the guys, like you said, the seniors who aren't going anywhere and just want to play another football
and here's the thing. Most of these players, if you're a top 6-7 round player, you're going to not play anyways. So what does that do? That gives the second and third string player who's vying for that starting position next year a chance to play.
I think the only answer I've heard that I think would work is the sponsors, who are these massive companies, the U.S. military, have to come to the table with more money for the players.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
That's the only thing. Yeah.
The sponsors need to, fire off some more cash. Look, we're not going to give you $250. We'll give you $1 million.
But not for the school, for the players. It has to be, earmarked for the players because they're the ones that are opting out. Really.
It's an absolute mess. It is what it is. But look, it's all about banking. We got to bank.
Hey, dude, it's going to get like the NFL. If you don't play in the playoffs, you're not playing. That's just what's going to happen.
Could you expand the playoff to 30 teams? You think that's feasible? Or is that just
football,
too many games?
That's crazy.
I know. I thought what it got to was crazy. 12. I mean,
12 is fine. Anything 16 is probably the limit, and that's crazy too. That's crazy.
You do 16. You do 16 in 4 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't so long ago, dude, that the season had 10 games instead of 11, right? So you could just take one of those back, go back to 10-game seasons.
Yeah. Start the playoffs the third week of November, first week of December, whatever.
I mean, I guess that's
we got Army Navy this weekend. That's all I care about. That's a great game. Always has been.
Yeah,
you love that game.
5.5.
You love that game.
Navy. I like Army.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. So let's get into this. Unless John, you have stories you want to talk about.
Stories?
Like, do you have
news?
Yeah, news.
Oh, well, I mean, the big thing is the Paramount. The Paramount Warner Netflix triangle.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
the triangle of shit.
Definitely. I mean, it's the bottom line is, Netflix put that bid in 2 days ago, or yesterday, to buy out Warner Brothers. We talked about that on here. And they buy at $27.50 a share. Netflix has a ton of money. So then all of a sudden Paramount came in and says, look, we bid for it also. we actually gave a better bid. This is what David Ellison said. We put forward a much better bid for the shareholders than Netflix did. Why aren't they listening to our bid? And then David Faber interviewed him because, you're not going to believe in Ellison. If you've followed an Ellison for the past 30 years, you're not going to believe them at word. So, they went through the whole thing, and Faber asked Ellison, $30 a share in cash, where are you getting this money? He said, where's this money coming from? Because I think that's why the shareholders didn't take it serious. Because as a shareholder of Warner Brothers, you're like, okay, I want a deal. I want to see my stock go up before I sign off on this merger. And, Ellison didn't really answer. He said, it's my dad.
I can't believe how shady this shady shithead is.
The money's good. And then he came out and he said, we also have $1 billion from a Dubai sovereignty fund. So that's where it is right now.
It's crazy, dude. We're just allowing foreigners just to buy up all of our stuff. I mean, it's absolutely nuts.
Well, they would be a minority owner, according to Ellison, but I think it was like $1 billion out of I think it's 11 or 12 billion they need to put forward the buy. They offered today $30 a share cash. That was the counter offer.
Should I buy Netflix right now to get in on this action?
We'll see. Listen, what do you think we did on the Patreon today? I'm watching Netflix drop, and I'm talking to my boy on the phone, and he informs me, because I said to him, I don't see this deal going through because Trump likes Ellison. This is what, a lot of people feel. Trump loves the Ellisons. He does not like Netflix. But there's a little something I didn't know. I didn't know that the second in command at Netflix, not the CEO, but somebody below him, basically visited the White House in October, November, got in good with Trump and told Trump that they were going to probably make this deal. So I don't really know what to believe right now. I think the only thing that would stop Netflix from buying Warner Brothers would be if the Department of Justice came out and said, nah, man, it's a monopoly. You own everything now. Even though they just basically want the studio, they don't really want CNN. But I think that would be the main factor that would stop this deal from going through, would be the Department of Justice. And even if the deal goes through, this could take 2 years.
And why do you guys think everybody's just freaking out right now? Is it that it's the consolidation of studios, that just less and less players in the game? Do you think that's it?
Yeah.
Part of it, yeah. I mean, you have Ellison today saying, well, if this deal goes through and Netflix is allowed to buy Warner Brothers, the movie making business is done. It's over. Then they interviewed a couple other people and they said, no, that's not true. That's nothing to do with it. He's full of shit, which it's an Ellison. They usually are. But it is consolidation, I mean, we're seeing it everywhere. We're seeing it in AI. I mean, you look at Amazon, Google, Apple, look at if you can't tell me Apple's not a monopoly. You can't.
I mean, they've talked about that. Petrobet David talked about it on Joe Rogan. They have like over 50% of the cell phone market. That's a monopoly.
We should roast Benjamin Netanyahu. That guy's an idiot. Patrick Bet David.
Well,
scam
my
artist.
problem with him is if people study his personal background, he's what you call in this country the top of the line as far as being a grifter.
Yeah, he's an MLM guy. A multi-level marketing.
Yeah, he's
asshole.
a thief. He steals from people. He's stolen from thousands of people. If you look at, insurance, are you kidding me? And if you look at, like Johnny just said, it's a multi-level marketing. It's an Amway type insurance. It's the worst of the worst. So, yeah, that dude's tough to take serious. But, they do. Apple does have monopoly. Google's got look at Google's monopoly. Look at Google's monopoly as far as ad revenue. It's insane.
But they're in trouble. Google's in trouble now. People have ChatGPT. They're using that more because they don't trust the search engine of Google.
Actually, Sam, it's actually the opposite of what you just said. It's the opposite.
Okay.
Google's AI, they did a thing 2 weeks ago, and there's an enormous amount of people dumping ChatGPT and using Google's AI, using their That's actually,
really, you've heard that, Johnny?
That's the case.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they have Gemini now is at the top of their search results. Yeah, and it's
they say it's 1,000 times better. I don't know. I've never used it, but this is what the analysts say. They say it's much better than ChatGPT.
It's funny. It's kind of annoying though, because if you search something like, say, I search, I don't know, Sam Tripoli video 19. I'm trying to find that video, and then it'll be like, yeah, Sam Tripoli doesn't make videos like that. It's always argumentative. Like if it's something weird you're searching for that it doesn't know about, it argues. It's got a little attitude, sass, Gemini, and I almost feel like that might be like a sort of a technique to get you to interact with it, because then you want to be like, oh yeah, he does make videos, bitch. But yeah, I've heard that a lot of people are okay with it. Yeah.
Why
Google AI?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Wall Street is basically saying, that the reason Google is becoming more and more and more of a monopoly is because of this new AI bot, this Gemini. They say it's the top of the line. It's better than anything China has. It's better than ChatGPT, better than Grok. This is what I've been reading about, and it just adds to their arsenal of basically controlling that whole area. I mean, in my opinion, Google probably be the first company that should be broken up.
But do you have any faith it will ever happen? No. I mean, any faith in any of these fucking scumbags?
You'd have to get somebody in on the Department of Justice to say, hey, time out here. What are we doing? You got Meta, you got Google, you got Apple, you got Nvidia. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
In the chip sector, they pretty much own it. And what happens is when you break up companies, new companies start. It actually helps employment. You got to hire new people. Whereas if you got monopolies, what happens? They just lay people off. Yeah. That's kind of been since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Look at the auto industry, anything. So
it's just crazy to me, dude. I mean, we're just hurling towards chaos, and just nobody cares.
And it could be even worse than we realize. I mean, if Michael Burry is right, and he's shorting AI now, dude. He's out 2 years on, what is it, OpenAI or one of these?
He is
Nvidia maybe, or one. I can't remember what he said, but he just did an interview. He never does interviews. He just did an interview with the guy who wrote The Big Short, and he kind of laid out some of his reasoning, which he's been doing on Twitter too. And it was just fascinating. Some of it is, about the chip. I mean, his central argument is about the chips and how they're just not going to be useful for as long as they claim to be. So, and it's creating this kind of a tech bubble, like a mega tech bubble. He just doesn't, which I don't, and everybody with any sense, it's just like the housing, the housing market. Everybody's saying he's crazy, but I mean, the guy talks. You have to listen. He's been right so many times.
He came out last week and he thinks Tesla's about $100 stock. I mean, he said Tesla's a car company with Elon's BS. He basically is shorted the shit out of Tesla. And hell, it was down, to 18, 20 points today. But to Johnny's point about Michael Burry shorting AI, one of his main reasons is that he says these AI companies like Nvidia, like Google, like Meta, he said they're putting trillions of dollars in backing all kinds of AI technology, yet they're getting nothing in return. In other words, if you're a company and you want to put $1 billion to build 4 new manufacturing centers, whatever, you're building those because you're on paper, you're going to say, okay, we're going to do 75% in this area, 120% in this area. This is our return. Burry says that they're spending trillions and trillions of dollars on AI, and there's no return. They don't know if some of these things are going to be successful or a failure.
Yeah. He was talking about how he does queries regularly of ChatGPT and other AIs that he knows costs far more than they could possibly be worth to AI. And here's the other. This is the other to continue on that. He says that these companies with these massive AI data infrastructures are stretching out their depreciation schedules for hardware like the GPU and servers over 5 to 6 years. And he's saying that the real life usefulness of that hardware is going to be like 18 months or something.
Yeah.
Which is just I mean, if that's true, then it's a central flaw in the whole business model, which could come crashing down. But
I'll tell you, if he's right, and I don't know if he is. I mean, he's right about some things, he's wrong about other things.
Yeah, he has been wrong. Yeah.
But if he is correct, that's going to put him in a whole new spotlight if he calls this and it is correct.
Yeah.
That'd be wild. Because he's another guy that thinks Bitcoin's going to $10.
Oh yeah, he said it's. I mean, it was. It's the modern tulip bulb. He can't believe that it's working.
I will say this: I did a lot of research this week talking to different people because I still have a little tiny bit of Bitcoin, and I talked to a buddy of mine. He thinks it could go in the 70s and stay there for quite a while. You look at Peter Schiff, who Johnny has a good point. Peter Schiff's been shitting on Bitcoin as it went up 1,000%. So at some point, and he's on there every day, like it's dropping, gold's crushing it, blah, blah,
Gold's crushing everything.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So, but Bitcoin, it could go in the 70s or 60s, and it could stay there for 5 years. I mean, that's reality. That could happen.
Yeah, but think about what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like Bitcoin at 70, just a couple of years ago, people would be like, "Okay, bro, I'll take that."
Yeah,
you know what I mean, it's
a couple of years ago was not today. As far as there were ETFs in Bitcoin a couple of years ago.
That's why I don't think you'll see it go to 70 is because there are too many people just sitting on it in institutions right now. So
a lot of institutions
price.
sold it. That's the Wall Street. A lot of institutions have unloaded it. You got a lot of retail people holding it right now.
Well, but I mean, just the ETFs, just to maintain their, the requirements for it's a level of support that it never had before. It was all retail before, and it still got fairly high. So. Oh,
I agree totally. But if you look at Bitcoin, the legit level of support, I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. The level of support is $74,423. That is,
but I think if you told most people like retail, they would be like, okay, yeah, I mean, that's not like nobody. If you're getting crushed because Bitcoin goes below 80, you made some huge mistakes. You're
But Johnny, a lot of these people,
Michael Saylor,
retail people, they're holding Bitcoin on margin, and
that's idiotic.
It is idiotic, but. If you see Bitcoin hit 83 or 84, the next stop to 74 could be 2 or 3 days. If you got people trying to cover margin calls,
absolutely dumb if you're doing that.
I agree. It is stupid, but there's a ton of people that own Bitcoin and other cryptos on margin, which is like Johnny just said, it's not smart. It is not smart because you can get crushed within hours. And there's nothing worse than getting a margin call. That is the worst. That's a bookie calling you and saying you have 24 hours to put the money in or we're going to sell. And they do. And the bottom line is you're selling at the ultimate low. You're losing everything. So, yeah, rule number 1, kids, don't buy stocks or crypto on margin. Don't do it.
Here's a quick video I'll show about. This is just a little explainer about his bet on AI against AI. Sam, can you just bring this up for me?
Yeah, of course, buddy. I'd love to do that for you.
Thanks, dude. All right, it's just a quick 3 minutes here. And it explains it pretty well, I think.
Burry, who you probably know from The Big Short, is now calling AI a bubble. A recent filing shows that at the end of September, he was betting against 2 of the biggest AI winners, Nvidia and Palantir, and it's gotten some attention.
As far as I can tell, the 2 companies he's shorting are the ones making all the money, which is super weird. Like,
this guy's a fucking idiot, by the way.
Yes. You want to short is.
If you're at home, that's Palantir CEO Alex Karp.
Yeah, scumbag who was tweaking balls. Did you see him tweaking balls at that interview?
That dude That dude, I think, did
he's really like this the whole time. He's like,
did an 8 ball before breakfast.
You know, it's just like you're sitting around, you're like,
really? Oh, I didn't see that. I'll try to find it.
Yeah. Crazy.
Even after Nvidia's massive earnings beat, Burry isn't budging. So is Burry's call right? Here's an exclusive look at the deep research behind his call, done by his colleague Phil Clifton. Clifton says even though everyone is using generative AI now, think ChatGPT, the actual money coming in isn't that much. OpenAI is expected to bring in a little over $20 billion in revenue this year. That sounds like a lot, but not when you compare it to what's being spent. One estimate shows big tech companies have quadrupled their investment to nearly $400 billion a year to build out AI. As Clifton puts it, just because the technology is good for society or revolutionizes the world doesn't mean that it's a good business proposition. And
who says it's good for the world, by the way? Anybody?
Early 2000s.
Totally.
Back then, companies poured a lot of money into fiber optic cables, way more than what demand ultimately justified. Clifton argues big tech is doing the same thing today with AI infrastructure, spending massive sums before there's real proof that revenue will catch up. No company has benefited from the AI boom more than Nvidia. Its stock has gone absolutely vertical as cloud giants keep flooding in orders for those high-powered GPUs. Scion is asking a big question. Will those customers actually make money on all their spending? One of the key issues is depreciation, basically how long companies say their servers last. Those chips are the core of the servers these companies are buying. Right now, big tech says those machines stick around for about 6 years on the books. The problem is Nvidia rolls out new chips every year, and the old ones become slower and less energy efficient compared to the new chips. Scion argues that they're basically outdated long before companies get their money's worth. Now, Nvidia disagrees with that argument. The company says its hardware stays productive and valuable far longer than critics say. But there's a contradiction Burry is focusing on. Nvidia says its newest chips are superior in performance and efficiency, but it is also assuring customers that older chips will remain useful for a longer period. That tension is exactly what Burry is seizing on. Burry recently deregistered his hedge fund with regulators, so he's no longer required to disclose his positions. But we'll be waiting to see what he does next.
Oh, and here's Sam. Here's that clip you're talking about. Let me share my screen again. That
women's
of him
old
tweaking.
faces.
Yeah.
Women's old faces.
No.
Okay.
Him tweaking. I was quite tweaking.
He was out of his mind.
Tweaking his balls off.
I got it right here. This is.
Here we go. Look at this. Watch this. I'm not lying. Oh, sorry, John. I forgot. I got put up.
Yeah.
A lot of decisions when we began talking, annoying each other 10 years ago.
What is he
I'm annoying
doing?
you as much as 10 years ago, or more. When
he's tweaking his
I
balls off.
You know this. Yeah. Every decision counts.
It's almost that air hump you were talking about on Broken Sim, the guy in the street.
The guy's just power humping the air trying to get oxygen pregnant.
It's crazy.
FDA's going public, building products, enterprise, large data sets, going to government, acknowledging American superiority, being pro-meritocracy, launching an AI platform, calling into question that AI models would actually be able to perform without orchestration. Every single one, our ontology, every single one of those was viewed as stupid.
Dude, that is such Coke energy right there, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like
crazy.
I mean, we're going to make the biggest, we're going to make the bet. We're going to make the bet. And it's like, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Anyways, bitches. Am I right? Bitches.
Should we do the rest of the show like that? Just all of us just tweet.
Yeah, dude, Johnny, you would last. We're two old guys. We get so tired. We pull a muscle. It'd be not good. Myself. Yeah, dude, who knows what's going on with all this new technology in space, and it's just crazy. But you know what's really good? Crypto. Get into it, guys. You guys got to check that out. You got to check it. Oh, where is it? Oh,
where is it? You know what? I feel like I maybe missed the boat on Bitcoin. Is the thing that worries me.
Johnny,
and also,
do you really think you missed
confusing.
the boat on it, guys? I listen, man. I know it's got to piss you off. Okay. Watching crypto fly up in price for a decade and you still haven't done anything about it. Come on now. It makes sense. Crypto is complicated, really boring. Well, here's good news. You don't need nothing about crypto or like to make money like so many have. The Copy My Crypto membership site shows you the exact cryptos a YouTuber James McMahon personally owns which means you just copy along with them. Okay. It's like having the big brother who knows what he's doing. Okay. You don't need to know a thing about crypto or how to invest like so many. You just simply copy along. Okay. So let me tell you about James. He runs the Crypto with James YouTube channel, which has 100,000 subscribers on it. In the summer of 2020, he told his viewers to buy 26 cryptos. Had you put $100 in each one and went on to be worth $123,000 of the 26 cryptos. Top pick of the year, the one he singled out called Phantom, went up 692 times. That one call alone retired a number of people, including guys and gals in their 20s and 30s. So many crypto chicks. Okay, remember, this is public knowledge. You can go to YouTube and verify for yourself. So if you like to join the over 3,000 members who copy James, and pause what you are doing and head over to copymycrypto.com/cashdaddies. That's copymycrypto.com/cashdaddies. You'll not only find proof of everything we've said here, but our viewers get full access for just $1, dude. Come on now. Yeah, you miss out on Bitcoin. Maybe, not really, but you can get pieces. But there's over 20 million other cryptos. Do you really think you miss out on all of them? What are you, nuts? Guys, don't waste any more time. Go to the site and read it. Once again, it's copymycrypto.com/cashdaddies. It's ended money worries for so many. It just may do the same for you. And we thank them. As we wrap, we're coming to the end of 2025. James McMahon has been sponsoring the show for a very long time, and we are very appreciative of his kindness. So thank you, guys.
Big time.
Big time.
So
the world.
One thing I almost forgot to say is, so we're talking about this Netflix trying to buy Warner Brothers, Paramount coming in.
Yeah.
So I saw Netflix was down almost 4 points today. So what did we do? We bought calls on it. We bought calls on Netflix. We bought some 99s going out in January, and I like them. I think we're going to bank nicely on them. I think Netflix, you might see a pop next couple days.
So are you saying right now we should get in a Netflix game?
Yeah, man. I mean, look, Netflix was trading at 133 in June. It's down to 96. I mean, it was trading at 124 in late October. It's at 96. I think it's a hell of a value right here, right now.
I like it.
You know who else is going to make a killing? I just sent this to Sam. Parking for the World Cup, $300 at SoFi.
$300. Come on, Stunk Hawk. Stunk Hawk's doing all the heavy carrying on our Twitch. It's him and one other guy. Thank you.
Is the
Stunk Hawk nice?
Are the World Cup finals in the Meadowlands?
Yeah, it's in New York. Yeah,
that's what I thought.
That's the only. But the United States will not leave the left coast unless they make the final. It's like all the way. It's just California. It's LA. It's LA, San Francisco, LA, or maybe Seattle in there somewhere. But they don't ever. And then they're back to LA, and then maybe San Francisco again or some shit. And then it's off to New York. And they're not going to make the final, obviously. So
where could I put an advertisement which basically says 15-minute drive to the stadium, 30-minute train ride to the stadium. I want to rent my place out to 3 hot Brazilian chicks for favors.
You could absolutely put on.
What do you mean by favors? What kind of favors?
I just want to be around while they're, putting on their soccer outfits, getting ready for the games.
Someone just said they got tickets already.
Yeah. It's a draw. They had a draw. They had a lottery, a ticket lottery, and then
bullshit.
Bullshit. A few people got it. You could, if you bought hospitality packages, which are like, I don't know, a couple grand, $3,000, something like that. But they're not even for the game you'd want to go to, like the US game. You could do it, and you also could just buy resale at this point, which is mostly from grifters and people who scam their way into tickets, etc. Or like corporate sponsors and stuff.
Well, I'm definitely renting out the apartment for the World Cup. Hell yes.
Dude, it's a whole there's a whole micro economy around SoFi of Mexicans who rent out their parking lot, like their yards, to tailgaters for Rams games. And they make a killing through football season doing it. They'll come park your car. They have business cards. The whole neighborhood around in Inglewood around SoFi is people renting out their yards to tailgaters.
I mean, yeah, I would think because I mean, if the finals are in Meadowlands, I mean, is that just one day, Johnny? Is it a 1 day thing?
The final is it's a one match. Yeah. It's they play a group stage with 4 teams that play, and then you get 3 points for a win, obviously 1 point for a draw, and then the top 2 teams in each group, and then like the best 3rd place team in a couple of groups advance to a knockout round, and from there it's just playoff. It's a playoff from there. A single game.
Spain,
single game.
Portugal, Spain or Brazil getting in the finals, because that's who I would rent to. I would like to rent to a couple of hot Spanish chicks, or Brazil.
Spain, they were the European champions. They have a good chance, I would say. Brazil, not as much, not as good this year. I mean, could, but not as good as they usually are.
That'd be a good
it's a big event. I mean, there's a whole. It's amazing. These sporting events just change. Like golf in Pinehurst. Anytime there's a U.S. Open, people make so much. Everybody just leaves Pinehurst who lives there and rents out their houses and makes a killing doing. I know so many people who make a killing renting out their houses for big golf tournaments in North
Augusta.
Carolina.
I knew a lady that would rent out her house for like a week at Augusta for $20,000.
Crazy, right? Yeah, to golfers and stuff too. It's a lot of people work for golfers, and the actual golfers themselves who need places to stay.
Yeah,
there's a whole. It's kind of a dirty secret of the PGA Tour, but there's a whole infrastructure of prostitutes that follows the PGA Tour around. It's kind of we could never get somebody to report on it when I worked at the newspaper down in Hilton Head, but yeah, there's a whole, and the police all know about it, and they kind of turn a blind eye as far as we can tell.
It's like that way at the racetrack, Saratoga. There's 20, 30 high-end hoes come up here and work all August.
Yeah, I mean, Tiger Woods was single-handedly keeping some of them in business for a while.
That's just good business. That's good business. Ass has always been good business. It's reoccurring.
For sure.
Really good business. Should be legal.
Ass is
should be legal.
It should be legal.
Absolutely.
Should be legal. But it should be regulated in certain places, so you don't have hookers walking like certain areas of town. Let them do the stroll.
Like ticket scalpers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like pure capitalism, dude. People shouldn't be in jail for selling ass.
No, they should be in the Hall of Fame.
And you get them tested and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Nevada does it right. They do it correct.
Which I've heard some horror stories about the Bunny Ranch and those places, but where they, it's regulated technically, but.
Oh, really?
Yeah. How I'm saying, Sam, I imagine you've heard those too. How horrible that place was, the Bunny Ranch for the women.
I've heard stories.
Yeah. It's beef prices. Speaking of stories, beef prices are soaring. Apparently.
Yeah.
It's this is from CNBC.
They came out today and they said basically, the Fed meets Wednesday. They're going to raise 25 basis point, 87% chance. I'm sorry, lower. They're going to lower 25 basis points, 87% chance. And they're saying basically inflation right now is crushing food, gas, medical care, and rent. Those are the 4 big ones.
Is that true, you think?
I mean, food,
no, I mean
gas,
like that we would benefit from that. Them lowering the rates.
I don't know. I mean, most of these analysts feel that we shouldn't lower them.
That's everything I see. Yeah,
it's worse. A lot of you're gonna see some of these Fed guys come out and say we should raise rates 25%.
That's what Burry was saying. He's like,
why would you do that? What does that do?
Helps to control inflation.
He says Michael Burry's argument was that people, especially people on like fixed income, people that are borrowing, have adjusted to the current level, and then if you're gonna long-term savers, you're gonna kind of hurt them by lowering them now.
And they were coming out on CNBC and saying they really shouldn't do anything Wednesday because we don't have any numbers. These guys on the Fed, they make their decisions on seeing real numbers. What's the PPI? What's the CPI? where's the 10-year Treasury trading? And they say the PPI number isn't going to come out for another month. They're blaming it on the government shutdown. I don't know. That's what I don't like. I like when these numbers come out on time every month so we can all see them.
Yeah, that was another thing Burry was talking about, Howie. I'm curious what your take is. He's saying that he thinks that Trump kind of co-opting the Fed is going to bring so much negative heat to it that they might actually have a legit chance to end the Fed, which he would be in favor of. He thinks Treasury could handle all of that stuff that the Fed does. What do you how do you think that would work if the Fed ended and it all just got it? Because there are structures in place already in the federal, in the Department of Treasury to do most of the things that the Fed does, and
I don't know I don't know. I mean, who knows? The Fed is looked upon as an outside entity, as an independent entity. That's kind of why it's if there is such a thing as the Fed having a decent rep today, that's it. It's not involved. It's never been involved with the government. So let's say you move it all to the Treasury. I don't know. I mean, does that put whoever's in charge, give them more power? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about it either. I mean, in the Fed, obviously, as a Ron Paulite, I say in the Fed, but yeah. Anyway, prices in the beef and veal category are up almost 15%.
I know.
While overall food is up only 3%. What they're saying is that expenses for farmers are soaring. The input costs for ranchers are up 50% over the past 5 years, according to the American Farm Bureau Federation. This is from Talon Linehan, the co-owner of Linetics Ranch in Princeton, Nebraska. They say, I think that's a guy, Talon. It's hard as a beef producer to necessarily say that beef prices are too high. I mean, if people are paying $6 for a latte at Starbucks, but then they're paying six a pound for beef, they're able to feed a family of 3 with that pound of beef. So he's saying that price could go even higher, which is, I mean,
sure, possible. I think a lot of these beef farmers have gotten crushed. I mean, could it go higher? Could these prices? Absolutely. Go buy a steak. Go buy a steak at a restaurant and see what it's costing you right now.
It's getting out of control, dude.
Yeah. Had one 2 nights ago. It was $10 more than it was last year. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, prices, inflation's right around that 3% mark. Is inflation skyrocketing right now? No, but it's gone up quite a bit. It's gone up. Hopefully, the main thing is jobless claims. I mean, some news came out today. The job numbers were a little bit better than they expected, as far as unemployment. But they say we'll really notice a difference in February, March. So I don't know. We'll see.
You believe that, Howie?
No, man. I think unemployment's going to go up. We'll probably see double figures here at some point soon. That's my own feeling, just from looking around, talking to people.
Scott Bessent said that it's been a very strong holiday season so far, and he predicted that end of year we would see 3% bump to real GDP. So they're optimistic about the year end here. I just don't. It's hard to trust anything that guy says.
Yeah, he's totally lost all validity with anybody. He and his buddy Lutnick. But here's the thing. So you look at GDP, gross domestic product. That's all goods and services. What are we producing? What are we putting out as a country overall? So let's say he says GDP, it should go up. Well, if unemployment's going up and more people are getting laid off, how the hell is GDP going up?
Great question, Howie. Great question.
Is that the robots? Is that AI? I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Because if we're putting out more service, more products, if the U.S. is crushing it, but yet unemployment's going up big time, guys are getting laid off. So who's producing all these goods? I'd love to know that.
Mike, Boblet says, I'm in ads and it's been pretty strong across the board for my clients. Okay, good.
So that means, commercial business is spending money. That's what he's saying. That's always a good thing.
Yeah. Good indicator.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see where rates are. The one thing that is not good, no ifs, ands, or buts, it's not good, are home sales. Home sales is not good. Home sellers are delisting their houses at an all-time high.
Yep.
45% higher year to date than last year. In other words, put your house on the market. You don't get any bites for 2 months. Take your house off the market. Not selling.
I know personally several people have had to do exactly that. There's a house right next door to us that is gorgeous. It's perfectly priced for a young family. And they've dropped this house $500,000 over the past maybe 2 years. They just keep it on the market. These people, they're not taking it off. And it's it's a $2 million house. It's down to $1.5 million now, and it's gonna keep going down because they just can't sell it. It's not it's not a big enough for an older person like with a massive family. It's like a bachelor or like a young couple kind of house. And no young couples can afford to buy a house right now or can get a loan to do it.
No, it's the three top cities in the country where you're seeing the highest amount of delistings: Miami, Denver, and Houston. Those are the three top cities.
Miami, really?
Denver,
yeah. Miami, Denver, and Houston, top three.
And how much of that is speculation? Speculators getting crushed, Howie? Do you think, like real estate speculation, like people who bought properties to flip and they're just getting hammered?
Yeah, it's a good question. Sure.
I just asked because those are well, at least Houston and Miami were two of those markets where people were trying to flip houses a lot.
Yeah, you buy a house for $300,000. You're like, all right, we're gonna fix it up, flip it for $4 million.
Because of the tax benefits.
You buy it, and it's worth $220,000.
Ugh.
We talked about this weeks ago. And I said, owning a house, it's not an asset. It's not an investment, man. It isn't. It's not. There's no saying, and you may say, well, you buy a stock, there's no saying that stock's going to go up. Well, if you look at the last 100 years, the stock market's averaged 7-8%, 7-9% a year for 100 years. As far as buying a house, there's certain pockets of this country where if you bought a house 30 years ago, it's worth the same today. Sam will tell you, upstate New York. Yeah. That's just a fact. Throw in, you need a new roof, you need new insulation, you need new windows, you need new plumbing. Come on. The money you put into a house, it's crazy. Not saying you shouldn't buy a house because hopefully prices come down and everybody can afford one. That's what I would love to see. But anyways, it's definitely rough right now for home buyers and home sellers. Both.
Yeah. It's just
the
not.
Cinnabon lady, according to Sky, is up to 100K. And go given
what's
something.
That? Oh, is that the lady who said I am racist and said the N-word or whatever?
Yeah, she's up to 100,000. When white chicks say the M-word, it's lucrative.
What do you mean?
When white guys say the M-word, it's violence.
What is it, like a GoFundMe or something?
Yeah.
What is GSO? What is that?
It's something give, share.
Oh, yes. Give, send, go or something like that. Is that it?
I don't know. It's a different time. I mean, listen, I'm all for, GoFundMe. Your kid comes up with a bad illness or something, help somebody out. We should all be helping people out. But the amount of people that I see that are healthy in their 30s and 40s, and they're like, hey, just left my job, can't find a new one. And then they put out a GoFundMe. It's like,
no, my favorite is just chicks who have credit card debt. They're like, help me pay my credit cards. You're like, nope.
No.
So funny, dude.
You better bring something else to the party if I'm going to help you. Come on now.
We should do a GoFundMe to study the effects of us being rich on our lifestyle.
Help me feel what it's like to get rich. Fund me.
Yeah.
You see that, by the way, on one of the most popular scams on social media is like, as soon as Elon Musk publishes anything or any of these guys in the crypto space, there are like 10 immediately fake bot accounts of that person that look just like the account, and the name's just off by one or two things. And it's like, I'll send $100,000 to the first person to contact me at the, and apparently it's an industry. Like they're making millions doing that shit just with these bots that are spamming comments and tricking people into sending them crypto, like, hey, send me your information. I'll airdrop you $500 to the first person to reply with their data or to DM me their info. And it's just there's scamming. It's really,
there's so many scams. There's so many just brilliant scams.
Yeah, dude.
That, just suck people in on a daily basis in this country.
Think about what AI is going to do to Grammy scams. Like people that were scamming your grandma with just phone calls before.
Scamming grandma, dude.
Hello, this is Microsoft. Imagine when those guys can just create an AI voice, which they can now, or send a video.
Control, dude. It's
over.
So out of control.
It's over,
and
man.
That's why you gotta get into precious metals. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
You got to get into precious metals, because if you don't, you're going to take a beating, dude, from these scammers. It's either precious metals or get the F out.
Explain that connection. How does precious metals help you not get scammed, Sam?
Okay, because it's hard to ship your gold. Even though you remember when they were like, send us your gold, we'll send you money. You remember that? Put your gold in an envelope, send it to us, and then we'll send you money.
Oh, yeah, cash for gold, right? Yeah.
How about you send me the money first, then I send you the gold? How about that? How about we work on that? And you don't have to worry about that. Wise Wolf, gold and silver. That's why. Hey, guys, if you're paying attention, de-dollarization is real. Fiat is fake and gay, okay? And you don't want to be left holding the bag when the dollar collapses. Gold and silver have been money through all recorded history and are an excellent way to protect yourself from inflation and geopolitical turmoil. That's why I trust my friends at Wise Wolf Gold and Silver for all things precious metal. Veteran owned and A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. No transaction is too big or too small. You can even roll your 401k or IRA in the physical and silver gold, physical gold and silver. And if you think you can't afford precious metals, get out of here, honky. Okay, think again. With the Wolfpack monthly membership program, you can get gold and silver delivered directly to your door for as little as $50 a month. Wise Wolf Gold and Silver also deals in and accepts Bitcoin. Just go to cashdaddies.gold, promo code CASH. Use it at checkout to receive a free constitutional silver. And remember, in a world of bulls and bears, be the wolf. And by the way, guys, we get the numbers. You guys are buying gold and silver, and we appreciate you supporting our sponsor who's been with us since the jump, dude. Since the jump.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very cool.
I'm thinking about upping my membership, dude. I think I'm going to up it.
I'm waiting for gold to drop back to 365, 370, and I'll jump on it. I'll buy some in the 2025 portfolio again. Yes, I will. Because you got to own a little gold. You really do.
All right.
Did you guys see that Notre Dame is coming after the ACC? It was
the ACC did some really, really effed up stuff, dude. Do you see the tweet they put out?
That's what he's talking about. Yeah.
They promoted Miami and shit on Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's not in the ACC.
Yeah, so what?
They have a bunch of stuff in the. They have stuff in
not
the ACC.
Football. They tried to get him in. They said they'd come in over the years, and they never did.
No, the ACC has nothing to support Notre Dame.
No, eat it, Notre Dame. You should have been in the league.
Yeah, listen, I have fuck Notre Dame. They
100%.
They could have joined the Big Ten. They could have joined the ACC. And you know what they did? They signed their contract with NBC. ESPN said, fuck NBC. We don't care.
Yeah, I agree, dude.
And, and the good thing I liked about it was that throw everything else out. Miami deserved to be in over.
They beat Notre Dame.
They beat them.
I know it's game one, and maybe these teams shouldn't play big teams in the first game of the year.
Wait, I thought you're beating up on the SEC for not playing teams, and now you're saying they shouldn't play.
No, I'm saying playing community colleges at week 11
between Georgia and Alabama playing community college. I'm okay with it.
It's still stupid. But opening game. Why would you go there? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you take a kind of tune-up game to open up the season, light them up, and then feel good about yourself?
The quote from
Notre Dame, besides Miami, Notre Dame played nobody.
Yes.
Texas A&M, they lost to them. Good. That was it.
Pete Bevacqua is furious with the ACC. This is his quote. "We were mystified by the actions of the conference to attack their biggest business partner in football and a member conference in 24 sports. They have done permanent damage to the relationship between the conference and Notre Dame." First of all, the ACC won't exist as a football conference, in any recognizable form. In what would you say, 5 years, Howie?
I'd say 3.
3 years, yeah, because they gave it all up when they unzipped the grant of rights, which is the thing that was meant that you had to pay $500 million to get out of the conference. Yeah. And that was a lead pipe cinch. Like, you couldn't get out of that thing. And they gave it up in court. And now that they gave it up in court, the league is going to be done.
I love that ESPN is imploding. It can go F itself. It sucks. And I'm glad it's imploding. They destroyed.
They got a shitload of these playoff games on TV.
And dude, okay. Nobody watches anything but the live games, and those numbers are all going down across the board because people. I mean, like, dude, look at this. Look at these games, dude. That Buffalo College game where the guy runs out of bounds when he has a clear touchdown.
Yeah, who is watching that game? Who's watching Buffalo football, Sam?
I don't know, but somebody's gambling on it because that guy ran out of bounds, and then
he was gambling on it.
That's the point. And then you got Pete Carroll with that crazy ass kick.
That made no sense.
Is threatening to murder him. It's like crazy. Dude.
Here's the clip of the guy from Buffalo running out of bounds. I mean,
have you seen it, Howie?
Dude, they were down. They were losing.
Hit play.
He ran out of bounds.
Yeah, it's 13-28, and this guy is free for a touchdown right here.
And you're not going to catch this guy, but he stepped out of bounds. When it looked like he was in the clear.
Look at his teammate is like, "What are you doing, bro?
What are you fucking doing?"
I'll tell you what he's doing. He turned around. He's like, "Hey, don't worry. I got drinks tonight. I'm collecting $10K after this game."
His friend's like, "What the fuck did you just do?"
They're down 28-13 at that time in the third quarter. So,
let's think about this. Forget about everything else. Where's this guy's IQ to say, we're down, I'm going to run out of bounds instead of scoring, and I don't think anyone's going to know that I'm gambling.
At least, like, click your heels together, make it look like you tripped or something.
Make it look like you tripped and fell.
Yeah, he just runs out of bounds. Like
that was one of the most ridiculous. All right, guys, Uber finished so strong today. 92.57. That's right where we want it. We're going to bust through 93 tomorrow. Loving it. Things are going well. Let's rock.
Hey, guys, listen, if you love Howie, and you know you do, and you were talking sports right now, you got to check out his YouTube channel. The kid is killing it. He's on fire. People love him. People love him so much. Look at that guy.
I had one max bet this weekend, and that was Georgia to beat Alabama, and they did open up the can on them, and it was nice to see.
Do you think Indiana has a chance to win it all?
They
have a chance. Sure. I'm not going to say they don't have a chance.
Why not? They beat the best
dude. To fall from the number one spot like Ohio State did, and you go to the other side of the bracket, it's a lot. That's a dangerous neighborhood, dog. That's dude. You got Georgia in the third round.
They got to play these SEC teams, and I'm sorry they do, and that's like night and day.
Ohio State ain't afraid of them. They beat them last year.
No,
Ohio State is the one
last year. I mean, if you look at the past 25 years, Ohio State has gotten their asses handed to them by SEC teams about 80% of the time. I mean, is it different now? Yes, it is different because
100%.
Because they can actually pay. And if you look at Ohio State's team, a lot of these guys are from Florida, Georgia. So, I mean, Indiana could win it. Yeah, they're good, and that's a great coach.
For sure. And if you love Sam Tripoli, and I know you do, I know you really do. You just love me because I love you. Go to samtripoli.com. I'm going to be in Minneapolis this weekend. I hope you all can come and hang out. The New Year's with the great Howie Dewey at Shane Cashman and Robbie the Fire Bernstein in Morris Plains. And then I'm going to be at Word War Debate on January 20th. January 10th. Big show. A lot of people talking. People be jumping. Bitches be humping. There we go. Bang. Go check it out. January 10th in Atlantic City. Come get weird. It's going to be a huge party. We're very excited about it. We're very excited.
Oh, World War One. I was trying to read that.
Word War Debate. Yeah, Word War One.
That's cool, man.
Word War One. All right, God. Oh, dude. Final thing. Hall of Fame. Bond's still not in. Clemens still not in. You know, Don Manley's debatable, but
put him.
Yeah, put Don Mattingly in. I mean,
Mattingly belongs. Clemens was juiced to the gills. I don't care.
I don't even give a shit. They were, dude. Someone's talking about they were juicing way back in the day too. Way back in the day, they've been juicing forever. It's these nerd dork idiots. They're just like, the game, gotta keep it pure. This is what destroys a sport, the journalist. Baseball journalists destroyed baseball. MMA journalists are destroying MMA. It's just the way it is, dude. And the NBA, it's destroying itself.
The owners are destroying baseball, not the journalists.
Yeah.
You see Dave Roberts is like, fine, if you want a salary cap, you have to have a salary floor.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Absolutely. 100%.
I totally agree with that. 100%. All right, guys. Today was an excellent show. One of the best shows we've ever done in our life. We love you guys. Thank you guys. We're now going over to the elusive, the exclusive, where what the kids call the bangers bang. Okay. This is where the bangers bang. All right. The Cash Daddies Patreon. If you want to get in on the magic, it's $20 a month. But I'm telling you, you'll make your money back. I can't guarantee it because it's like, anything. You're doing some risk, but Howie will tell you we're beating the S&P. Okay.
Look at how
nothing's
cool.
better than that.
Look at that graphic up there. How cool is that? Wow.
That graphic is, I wonder who made that.
It's a great graphic.
I wonder who made that.
I have no clue.
All right, guys. Thanks. We'll see you at the Patreon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hi, Baba.
Guy who doesn't know how to wave.